What's up guys, my name is Jedith, and today I'm going to give you your first look at delves. How to find them, how they work, how you progress through them, and how it's going to factor into the end game gameplay loop. Now just before we hop into the details, if you guys haven't already subscribed to this channel, I would greatly appreciate it. We're trying to pass 30,000 subs before the War Within releases, and we're literally right there. So toss a sub and do your good deed for the day. It's free for you, but I promise you it means the world to me. Anyways, enough sappiness. Delves. In the alpha build that we were allowed to play in, we had access to 3 total delves. All 3 of them were vastly different from each other and played pretty differently mechanically. We had Earthcrawl Mines, where you had to escort a minecart through Nerubian-infested caverns. Fungal Folly, where you dropped deep underground into a grotto type of area and then leapt from platform to platform with the help of bouncy mushrooms to save some explorers. And Kriegval's Rest, where truthfully I'm not sure what was going on in there, but there were kobolds and candles. So to find the delves, you're led to the first couple throughout the quest. You're doing the campaign quest and they lead you into 1 or 2 of these delves with Bran, and you're pretty much just led right into it. The other one, the third one, we had to find on our own. And we found it just by flying around the zone, and you know that you found a delve because it's indicated on your mini-map by a very specific icon. It's the same icon that's used for the tunnels in Dragonflight that go down to Zaralek Caverns. It looks like a little mountain. As of right now, that is the icon that's indicating delves. As you enter a delve, you have the chance to customize the role of your companion. In this case, it was Bran Bronzebeard. From what I understand, there's going to be like a new companion on a seasonal rotation, but as of right now, we only had the one option. So we could choose if we wanted Bran to be a healer or a DPS. Now, because we weren't really able to progress through the story far enough on the alpha servers to unlock tier 3 of delves, the best we could do was tier 2, which honestly was rather low on the difficulty scale, so extra healing wasn't really necessary at all. Now, one of the cool things I noticed here was that the level of your companion was essentially a reputation, a warband reputation, meaning any of your other alts would be able to share that companion and use it at the same level. So when you select a role, you can click to see all of your companion's abilities and what they'll be unlocking as they level up with you. You then run through the short little scenario with Bran, solving puzzles, killing rares, looting Torghast-like power-ups, and collecting treasures. Each run of a delve provided substantial experience gain, some good loot, and a chest at the end. Kriegval's Rest was the only delve where we saw rare and epic quality chests at the end, but we weren't actually able to get keys to open them. The keys came from the Renown vendor back in town, which we didn't have the rankings for. We needed Renown 10, and we were only like Renown 3. Now, suspiciously, one of the repair vendors sold an item to put sockets into neck and ring items. So obviously on the alpha build it was free to buy, but I have a strong feeling that item will be one of the end game incentives to make raiders and key runners interested in taking part. Delves will also count towards the outdoor world part of your Great Vault, so it'll definitely be worth doing, especially early on in the expansion. It was also mentioned at BlizzCon that delves would be where we get our new customizable mounts, much like the customizable dragon riding mounts we had in Dragonflight. In terms of criticisms of the system, I do have a couple things to mention. One, I really hope that the difficulty is able to increase and scale up as the level of the delves go up, because that is really going to be important for getting the end game player engaged in doing delves. Secondly, I think the pathing and the AI of the companion needs to be adjusted a little bit. There were a lot of times where Bran would just stand directly on something I was trying to click. It's just like any other sort of escort quest or quests in the past where you had something following you. Sometimes they would follow a little too close and would get under your cursor just constantly, and you couldn't click on the things that you're supposed to click on. So I do hope that they can sort of make Bran a little smarter and a bit more aware of his surroundings. And the other thing is just the UI, but I don't want to be too critical of the UI just yet because, as it says right on it, UI is still a work in progress. They're going to fine-tune that and make it just a bit more clear as to what's happening. On the initial landing screen, when you go to enter a delve, it's not clear what is an affix and what is just like the theme of the delve. but I think that'll all get sorted out in time. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing the full run of all 3 delves, I'll be posting each one individually over on my second YouTube channel. I'll put a link to it down in the description. I'm also posting dungeon runs in their entirety over on that channel, so you can see some of the new dungeons available in the War Within over on that channel. So personally, I'm excited to see how delves evolve as we gain more access throughout alpha and beta. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited to try out these delves? I think right now in the lower levels, they seem really simple, but if they can evolve and get more challenging, kind of like how Torghast did, I think we have a good system on our hands, and it's going to provide a lot of good entertainment and hopefully good progression throughout the expansion. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like this video and don't forget to sub. I'll catch you next time. Peace.